Just because it's carnivore food doesn't mean it's good for you. In today's video, I'm gonna share 4 carnivore foods that I'm cutting out and why. I thought I was doing carnivore right, but my skin started to break out. I felt moody, tired, my cycle was a mess. It turns out even if you're technically eating carnivore, there's still some carnivore foods that are not good for you. So in today's video, I'm gonna share 4 carnivore foods that I'm going to be cutting out and why. The first thing I'm getting rid of is cheese. I'm getting rid of cheese because for me, it is highly addictive and I don't want to have any addictions. So I'm going to be doing all of this for 30 days and maybe in 30 days, I'll reintroduce some of these things. Every single time I eat cheese, I get breakouts. It was my graduation party. My mom made a beautiful cheese platter. I just ate so much and I don't know if you guys can see, but I had a lot of breakouts on my face. And so it always makes me inflamed and it always makes me bloated and not feel good. The other thing that I am cutting out completely, I will never reintroduce chicken. I'm never going to eat chicken again because chickens only have one stomach, so you're eating what they're eating. If they're eating glyphosate, corn, or soy, you're eating that too. Every single time I eat chicken, I get inflamed and I do not feel good at all. I'm also cutting out chicken because chickens are one of the most unhumanely treated animals and I just don't think that's right at all. The next thing I'm cutting out is bacon, and I actually don't know if this is something that really affects me. I just want to try to eliminate it because again, pigs only have one stomach too, so you're eating what they're eating, corn, soy, glyphosate. So I'm going to be cutting that out for 30 days. I'm going to experiment with that and see how much better I get. The next thing I'm cutting out is coffee. I'm cutting out coffee because I don't want to have any addictions on carnivore and it's just been getting a bad habit. So on carnivore, I've saved so much money because some days I only eat 1 meal, some days I only eat 2 meals, and you just aren't eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts. And so with coffee, I had a problem where I would just go to Starbucks, and Starbucks is expensive. So I would be getting like 2 coffees a day. And then I don't know if that's a contribution to me breaking out as well, but it makes me feel shaky and it doesn't make me feel good. I think the reason I liked it is because it had much more flavor and different flavor than just eating meat. And so I just got hooked on that. So I'm cold turkeying stopping coffee today. Yesterday I had my last coffee. And the next thing I'm completely getting rid of is heavy cream because I had an addiction. This is really bad, but I would put heavy cream inside the blender and make whipped cream and I just keep eating it over and over again. So no more heavy cream. And the reason I'm also doing this is because my last cycle, my period, I did strict carnivore where I mainly just ate beef, butter, and eggs, and I had a tiny bit of cheese. I wasn't eating bacon at that time, and when I got my cycle, I didn't even know I was getting it because usually before I start my cycle, I get little breakouts and I get really moody, and so that time I didn't get moody at all. I didn't get any breakouts. I just felt really good, and so that is game changer because usually when I get my periods, it's awful pain and I break out. So with doing strict carnivore, it's really good. And sometimes I've been feeling more fatigue, and I know that when I do strict carnivore, I feel much better. So I'm going to be doing this for 30 days. I'm going to journal everything and write down what I eat every single day. This morning I had eggs. I'm going to actually start working out more too. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to be outside every single day. I want to walk 5 miles almost every day. I'm on my family's homestead right now. It's a very beautiful day out in the vitamin D. Just because something's technically carnivore doesn't mean it's really good for you. I've cut out these 4 foods just for a couple of days and the changes have been absolutely significant. So I'm going to be doing this for 30 days and I know the changes are going to be amazing. I told you the foods I'm already cutting out. I'm no longer eating cheese for 30 days, bacon for 30 days, but I will never ever drink coffee. Okay. Maybe I'll do that for 30 days. We'll see how I feel because also drinking coffee has completely changed my sleep. I struggle to fall asleep and I think I've been getting more moody and fatigue, and I know that's because of the coffee, so I'll cut that out for 30 days, but I'm going to really try to cut that out forever. So I told you what I'm not eating: chicken, cheese, pork, and coffee. Now this is what I am going to be eating. I'm going to be eating beef, butter, and eggs, and that's mostly it. I would like to actually get fish, and I want to try deer. So we do have our own chickens now. We just got 20 chicks, and then we have beautiful chickens, but some of them are older and they're stopping to lay. I'm going to be experimenting on this and documenting how I feel, and I'm going to meal plan and meal prep and have everything in the refrigerator. So what I am going to eat is I'm going to eat eggs, but I'm going to get eggs from our chickens so that it's much better, because we feed our chickens only insects. So our eggs are more yellow and more better and more nutrients in it. I'm going to try to only eat beef from our farm. That's what I really want to do. We have our neighbor's farm and they treat their animals the best. They know every single cow's name. They can go, yeah, that's Daisy, that's so-and-so, and they don't have any tags in their ear. So that's what I absolutely love. They're grass-fed, so that's really good. I'm not going to eat fast food ever again. I honestly haven't been doing that for a long time, and I noticed I felt better. Like, my dad will eat Culver's and get McDonald's burger patties. I don't think there's anything wrong with that if you're in a pinch, but I'm completely cutting that out. If you're feeling the same way on carnivore, where you're either stalling on weight or you're breaking out or you just feel fatigued or less energy, I highly suggest that you try to experiment with yourself, because everyone is different, and cut some of the things out. So if you guys want to do this with me, do it with me, and then I'm going to do updates and community posts and shorts, and then you guys can comment down below how you're doing. So if you're watching this now, let's start today, and you should actually do it with me, because I guarantee you feel so much better just eating beef, butter, and eggs. And also, a lot of people say I can't eat that, I need variety, but I'm going to be doing so much cooking videos with just these 3 ingredients to help inspire you guys too. Cutting out the coffee. I've heard so many people say they feel so much better without coffee, and that their sleep has improved, and so many significant, amazing changes with that. And the cheese too is just really bad, because there's actually, I learned that there's dyes and a bunch of additives in it, and it's just really not good for you at all. So if you're eating carnivore and you're still not feeling great, or you're feeling fatigue, or any of the things that I said, maybe it's what you're eating, and you need to really look at that. And it's really important to know where your food came from and what your food ate, because you're also consuming that. If you like this video, please subscribe, as it really helps me out, and it helps YouTube push my video, so it may inspire someone else to find carnivore and do carnivore and completely transform their life. Hey, if you guys are new here, my name is Emma. I'm 17 years old, and I've been strict carnivore for 2 years. I have fallen off a few times, but so before carnivore, I was vegan. I became vegan because I didn't believe an animal had to die for me to eat, and I suffered for almost 5 miserable years. Being vegan, I lost a lot of unhealthy weight. My skin started to break out. I struggled with really bad acne. I had red dots all over my whole entire face and back. I had absolutely no energy at all. I was like a zombie. I'd go to bed around 5 or 6 p.m. every single day. My memory was awful. If you asked me what I ate or did the day before, I couldn't remember. I had really bad anxiety where I couldn't hold eye contact with people, and I didn't want to leave the house. The only place I went was school, and even there I slept through most of my classes because I was so physically exhausted. I was very depressed, and I didn't want to be alive. And then I saw my dad, who was like me too. He was also very depressed and bipolar, and he just became a whole new person, full of life, full of energy. He became truly happy. Most importantly, he was happy, and I wanted to be like that too. So long story short, I decided to do carnivore, but I said I'm going to become a compassionate carnivore. I'm going to try to only eat animal products where I know came from, lived a good, loving, humane life. But that's not always possible, so I will always be grateful, thankful, and blessed for every meal, and I won't waste anything at all. And so on carnivore, everything just completely changed. My acne went away. I got so much energy. My anxiety went away. I became truly happy. And so my channel, I try to share inspiring videos, and I mostly do cooking videos, because the number one thing that I hear people say is, I can't do carnivore, I need variety. But with carnivore, with just beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, you can make so many things. And so I share recipes. And so yeah, in this video, I did talk about some struggles about like the cheese and stuff. My skin is clear, but when I eat too much cheese, I break out. When I first started carnivore and my skin started clearing up, I had absolutely no cheese, and I did that strict carnivore for like 70 days. When I say strict carnivore, I just mean just beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I had no coffee, no cheese, and that's the best that I ever felt. And then I reintroduced cheese, and it kind of, like, I still feel wonderful and so great, but I feel so much better when I cut out the cheese. And so you may feel that too. You may feel different or not as best as you should be. And that may be because you're not eating enough fat, but it also may be if you're eating coffee or dairy. Butter is okay. Butter is really good for you. Like my dad would always say, eat this butter, it'll clear up your skin. But yeah, that's my story. If you enjoyed this video, here is my cooking playlist where I would have so many delicious carnivore recipes.